I could stay like this, forever following you.
Oliver, welcome to your tape.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's just talk about the #1 show for the past weeks. 13 Reasons Why. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, you guys need to get back on planet Earth and binge watch it on Netflix because it is so freaking good. So I really wanted to make a DIY related to the show, but because it takes place at a high school and all they wear are t-shirt and jeans, there wasn't much more you could really do. So I decided to make the beautiful Oscar de la Renta dress that Selena Gomez wore for the premiere. So if you guys want to see how I did that, keep watching. For this tutorial, you will need a pen and marker, scissors, fabric shears, pins, a ruler, tracing paper, measuring tape, an invisible zipper, 1 yard of two-tone taffeta material, and 1 yard of matching lining. First, fold and cut a piece of tracing paper in half. On one of the pieces, draw a line at the bottom of the paper. Take the measurement of your waist, divide that by 4, and mark it on the line. My waist is 25.5 inches, so I marked 6 3/8 inches away from my center front line. Draw a perpendicular line up from that mark. Next, take the measurement of where you want your bust dart to be and mark that on the paper. I measured mine to be 6 1/4 inches up from my waistline. From there, mark a point 3 inches away right across from your dart. Make a 1/2 inch mark on both sides of your dart and connect to the point. Fold your dart so that the two lines meet and secure with a pin or with tape. Take your bust measurement and divide that by 4. Mark away from the center front line and draw a perpendicular line up from your waistline. Make a curve from the bust measurement down to the waistline to make your new side seam. Measure how long you want your top and mark on the side seam and the center front. Add your 1/4 inch seam allowance and cut out your pattern. On the other piece of tracing paper, draw a 1/2 inch line away from your center back for the zipper and one at the bottom for the waistline. Line up your front pattern and trace it out. Make sure the dart is closed and you're starting from the new 1/2 inch line that you drew. Cut out your pattern. Pin and cut your pieces out from your shell material and your lining material. For the front, place your center front on a fold and cut one piece. Don't forget to slit your dart and add a pin through the bust point. You should have 4 backs and 2 front pieces. Ignore the 2 skirt pieces in the back because I actually reworked the pattern and I will show you guys that in a bit. Meet the 2 dart slits and sew a straight stitch down to the dart point. After you sew your darts, pin and sew your back pieces to your front. For the skirt, we're pretty much going to make a circle skirt, so what you want to do is fold a piece of tracing paper in 4s. Divide your waist measurement by 6.28, basically finding the diameter, and mark it on the folded corner. I like to subtract 1/2 inch from the final measurement to already add seam allowance, and also because circle skirts always end up way bigger on me than they should. So my waist measurement was 25.5 inches, so divided that by 6.28, it ends up being 4.06, which is basically 4 inches, and minus that by 1/2 inch, I marked 3.5 inches away from the folded corner. Your skirt will have 2 parts, so divide how long you want your skirt to be in half and mark starting from the waistline curve. I wanted my skirt to be 16 inches, so I marked 8 inches out. You can cut the skirt with a whole circle pattern, or you can do the same as I did, where you cut the pattern in half and place a straight edge on the fold. Cut the edge to make a center back opening. Only cut 1 skirt of each shell and lining material. To make the second half, walk the tape around the outer edge of the skirt to get the half circumference and fold that in half. You will then make a rectangle with the length of the circumference measurement and a width of the remaining skirt length. For example, the half circumference of my skirt was 36.5 inches, and divided that in half, it becomes 18.25 inches. My rectangle length is 18.25 with a width of 8 inches. Cut out your pattern and cut 2 pieces each out of your shell and lining material. Be sure to place one edge on the fold. Sew the edges together to make a huge ring. Match the side seams up to find the center on one panel and cut the edge to make your center back. Sew the rectangle panel onto the outer edge of the circle skirt. Sew the seam allowance down and sew a top stitch as close as you can to the seam. For the side seam on the rectangle, I curved the seam just a little bit to give the skirt more of a bubble effect. With the right sides facing each other, sew the top to the skirt. You're basically going to do the same exact process to your lining that you did with your shell pieces. The only difference is that you need to leave a small opening in the rectangle side seam. Once you have your lining and shell pieces finished, face them together and sew a straight stitch across the top and the bottom. I seriously don't know why I picked this color lining because it's like a red-orange and my shell fabric is more of a yellow-orange iridescent color, but I think the lighting in the fabric store really deceived me. Turn your dress inside out and match up the center back where the lining and the shell meet. Face the two seams together and sew a straight stitch down from the middle of the shell skirt and continuing down halfway of the lining skirt. This will be the center back seam under your zipper. Sew your invisible zipper to the right side of your shell material. Reach inside the rectangle skirt opening and pull out the zipper area. Match up the lining edge to the shell edge and sew a straight stitch down the seam allowance as close as you can to the zipper. Flip your dress inside out using the skirt opening and top stitch the top and the bottom of the dress. Last but not least, close up your skirt opening and you are finally finished.
Just don't get too far, and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could finally see. I just want us to always.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so down below. All the socials are at the Nava Rose, and if you guys haven't watched 13 Reasons Why yet, you guys really need to because you guys are missing out if you haven't. And I would also like to discuss Alex being shot. And I would also like to mention that the earrings that I'm wearing in this video today were gifted by Happiness Boutique. They are a jewelry company, and I will list their YouTube channel down below. They have videos on how you guys can learn how to style your jewelry. And thanks to them, they are also offering a 10% discount code for you guys. So go ahead and check them out. They are also offering free shipping, so I will put the discount code down in the description box below. That's pretty much it, so I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to watch the show. Bye!